Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Chris here today for another video, and we got a tweet from Treyarch, our kind of first teaser and first look at this new Call of the Dead remaster that's going to be coming out, and people are thinking beginning of October. So the picture is going to pop up and we're going to get into it, talk about it, and I'm going to share with you guys kind of what I'm thinking, and I'd love to hear from you guys as well. Alright, so quite a bit to talk about here. Really interesting image of kind of like one of the cryo-chambers opening up. And the first thing I wanted to mention is I went and I played Blood of the Dead, and I went into theater mode. If you look to the right of this cryo-chamber, it kind of looks like almost like a normal wall, or like a door with kind of glass in it, kind of right next to the cryo-chamber on the top right. But it also looks like just a plain white wall. But when you go and play Blood of the Dead and you look at the wall beside the cryo chamber, it's a kind of like a bricked out wall, or it's got edges in it and it's rough, and this one appears smooth. And that could be evidence kind of supporting the fact that this isn't the Blood of the Dead cryo chamber, and that this is a completely different new location. And you know what? That may be the case, but I think it's just a simple kind of matter of that this was not directly pulled from the game. This is art. This is, kind of what they did with the Alpha Omega cutscene. It's animated, so it's the artist's interpretation of things, and due to that interpretation, might not be exactly accurate. So, but I do still believe that this is in Alcatraz, and this is of Stuhlinger escaping and getting out of here. Now I looked at the sleeve there. It appears to be green, but when you look kind of towards the base of the sleeve on the left, it looks more brown. I think it appears to be green because of the green hue coming off the screens, but I do think that's probably a brown sleeve. And obviously it's a white hand. It looks like a man's hand. This can't be Misty. This can't be Russman. It's got to be Stuhlinger, or it's got to be Marlton. And Marlton, it can't be him because he wears kind of like white dress shirts all the time. So I'm thinking this is Stuhlinger, and that's kind of where I'm at. And he's now escaped at the end of kind of the Alpha Omega Easter egg. I'm thinking, the Nuketown drills being powered off as a result of the nuke blowing up have now allowed the Victus characters to escape, and they're going to be on their own journey doing things possibly for Ultimus Richtofen or for Nikolai. There's split theories between that. I think they're going to be helping Nikolai in the long-term goal of taking out Dr. Monty. But there's another theory I wanted to support and kind of share with you guys today, and this one is far less likely, but it's still kind of exciting to share with you guys. So what if this isn't Stuhlinger? What if, let's say, this is a cryo chamber that is elsewhere, that isn't in Alcatraz, and let's say the person being kept inside of this cryogenic chamber is Pablo Marinez. And if you're not familiar with Pablo Marinez, he was in the Black Ops 1 Zombies storyline. He was the Mexican test subject, but in the Black Ops 2 storyline, there was another version of him, and he was the one that witnessed the Great War, Primus, the Apothicans, all them fighting, and he recorded it all down in a book. And I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this before, but what if that book he recorded these ideas in, or this history in, ended up being the Chronorium? What if the author of, the original creator of the Chronorium is Pablo Marinez? Now that's something to think about. I mean, I could be totally wrong. Who knows? Maybe the original creator of the Chronorium is Dr. Monty, and he created it knowing that Richtofen would pursue it and get trapped in a cycle, leaving Monty to be the one in power. But maybe it was Pablo Marinez, and maybe because even though he doesn't have the Chronorium right now, maybe because he was the original creator, he has extra knowledge that he can bring to the table in the fight to Dr. Monty. Now, that is just, kind of a wild fan theory. I don't think it's going to end up to be true at all. I do think it's Stuhlinger coming out of that chamber. We're going to have to wait and see. But there's going to be more videos coming your way, going to be covering this DLC. And I think there's a lot of exciting things to do with this. Lots of questions to be asked. Will Peter McCain be tied into DLC 4? Will we see the return of Sophia, who we last saw in Revelations? And there's a couple characters like that where I'm wondering if they're gonna somehow play a key role in kind of exposing a weakness that Dr. Monty or the Shadow Man have, but only time will tell. Overall, I think this Stuhlinger kind of escaping from Alcatraz as a result of the drills just being powered off due to our Ultimus Primus characters, of course, having that nuke go off and the drills at Nuketown just no longer working. And those drills, if you did not know, if you're kind of newer to the storyline, they powered the cryogenic chambers in Alcatraz. So yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about for today's video. I'm super excited for this map. There was also one last thing I want to talk about. Treyarch changed their profile picture on Twitter to a Group 935 logo on a door, and there seems to be frost and snow falling. And to me, it almost looks like one of those doors, metal doors that you would open and purchase in Doris. So maybe we'll see kind of doors like that return in this next map. And I know that's not like a huge mind-boggling thing, but you know, I'm just trying to pick up everything that I can to share with you guys. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this DLC. Drop a like on the video, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.